Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's your Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Please subscribe for regular updates. Guys, voice note mode. Voice note mode. Sometimes there's no time to jump in front of the old camera. It's just jump on your voice note and get the message out. And the message is right that Victor Osimhen still has an interest in playing for Chelsea FC. This is based on information from John OBI MIKEL, our club legend who is definitely an insider with regards to anything that has to do with Victor Osimhen. And if you guys recall, last summer when we were in the hunt to try and get a deal across the finish line. Obviously, we didn't get the deal done, and everybody knows that the sticking point were his wages, but right, notwithstanding that his wage demand is high. Um, the fact that both club and player had some discussions in trying to find a way to work around his very high wage demands means that there's definitely some level of possibility that a solution, right, is a solution can be arrived at. Now, what does that entail? What does it look like? Are there any contingencies involved? For instance, does it involve Chelsea having to qualify for Champions League? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But what we know for a fact is, number one, like this is, these are facts. This is not a rumor. What we know for a fact is, number one, last summer, Chelsea made concrete effort to try and sign Victor Osimhen. There wasn't any issue with the asking price with regards to the transfer fee. The issue was with regards to the players' wages. Now, based on information from Fabrizio Romano, he says that Osimhen is not compromising on his wage demand, which currently based on reports is somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 million euros net of taxes. And I mean that is high. It's anywhere from 300,000 to 400,000 per week. And whether it's 300 or whether it's 400, it doesn't matter because it's still too high for Chelsea. But hear me out, Chelsea fans. Hear me out. Hear me out. Not with standing right. If again, it's a big if we can qualify for Champions League, then there is an increased possibility of working out a wage structure that could bring Osimhen to Chelsea. We already know that the player does have an interest in playing for Chelsea, and so the sticking point for me really is with regards to can we qualify for Champions League or not? Right, everything pretty much hinges whether you want Osimhen or whether you don't want Osimhen, whether you want the other Victor, Gio, Keres of Lisbon, or you don't want, or perhaps you guys want the cheaper, uh, inexperienced Liam Delap, right? It doesn't really matter. The reality is, if this club wanted Liam Delap, let's just keep it real. If Chelsea wanted Liam Delap, the Liam Delap deal would have been wrapped up like as soon as Leicester City got relegated. But it's crickets. It's still crickets because the transfer fee for the lap is only 30 million. It's a piece of cake deal. It's a piece of cake deal. And that's a deal that if Chelsea really, really wanted the lap, we would have been on knocking on the door and trying to get a pre-contract, pre-sale done, something done before the ending of the season, have our money ready to go, where they'll just sign and boom, on June 1 it's just a matter of formality. But just like Chelsea has done many times. This Chelsea ownership group has done on many other for many other players, where they close the deal before the ending of the season for the player that they really wanted. So that's why I feel like the lap is based on the way things seem to be going. The lap is almost like a plan C. It's almost like a plan C. And for me, I'm okay with that, because this club does not need a Delap. This club needs an experienced striker. So if we're not getting Osimhen, then we better be getting the other Victor from Portugal. And that's all I am saying, right? And so, how do you guys feel? Please leave your comments below. What's the chance? Do you all see us getting Osimhen? Is there any if we, again, big if we qualify for Champions League, right? Obviously, it's still a long way. There's only 4 games left, but all those 4 games are 4 tough games. We have Liverpool at home. Obviously, thankfully, they have won the league, so hopefully, it doesn't mean it's going to be an easy game. It's still going to be a very, very tough game, because Liverpool is still Liverpool. Whether they need the game or whether they don't need the game, they're going to give us a very tough game. Then we have Newcastle away from home. You guys already know that's a do or die. That's pretty much just about where we can either make it or break it. That's the way that I see it. If we can somehow beat Liverpool at home, then it's all going to boil down to what happens in Newcastle for me. That's how I feel. Then after that, then we come home and we play Man U at home. Again, a very sticky game, because no matter whatever level Man U is at, they always give us a very, very tough time. We rarely beat Man U home or away. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Just go and look at it. So that's a tough one as well. Then of course you have Nottingham Forest away from home at the last game of the season. So, can we qualify for Champions League? Yes, we can qualify for Champions League, because we don't know what results are going to happen for with regards to the other clubs that are also competing. And however, right, these are 4 tough games. So just as we feel like we could qualify, the flip side is we could very, very well come up short. And so for that reason, right, any deal is just going to be on hold, right? And that's why a lot of these deals are on hold until the ending of the season. And if we can qualify for a Champions League, that's going to open up a lot of doors for us with regards to bringing in the type of striker that this club needs to take this club to the next level. So let's just keep our fingers crossed for Champions League qualification, because that's going to bring a Victor as our striker. Which Victor is anybody's guess. How do you all feel? Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Good night. Peace.